Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming and welcome back to Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition. And off screen I decided to take the plunge, spend a couple $1,000,000, or rather $1.5 million, or actually no, closer to $2.5 million. Yeah, 1.76 million in tracks, railroad, signals, blah blah, station, 656k on a station here in Southgate. So what we basically have here is a sunken station, road coming down here to the station, because I need as little height as possible, because shooting right out across here is of course a relatively steep slope, and trains don't really like steep slopes, as we can see. This is on the steepest slope that a train can handle, so this is going to be epic. Yeah, about that. I have this built as 4 platforms because at some point in the future I am going to be making an express Westmoreland to Southgate over to maybe Dunwich or Chorleywood, stopping at a few of the cities along this section of the map. And then of course this one goes out to Grays. So I was checking this tunnel, proposed tunnel, if we put it just flat, to come out over to about here is about $2 million, and that doesn't even get us to Grays. So yeah, about that. Now with that said, I can maybe save some money. $224k, sure. And now if we go straight, actually that does save a little bit of money. We do not want to, we need to bring this or keep this down as much as possible. Do we do that? Yeah, let's do it. Let's borrow $2 million. We're up to $3.5 million. And now that is on the right side. So now if we were to connect this all the way down here to, that is going to cost, it's unclear. Oh, that's right. The reason I scrapped the episode where I ran this is because I wanted to raise this over. I didn't really like where the bridges were built. I may have to redo this freight infrastructure here. For now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect that. And we are just going to connect this up to about there, 288k. It's not that bad. Although with that said, if we bring it down, you know what, I just might take that. We are going to have to borrow another 500k. And I might as well see how much it'll cost to double track this. Another $1.17 million. Sure. Alright. Well, we are going to want to signal this up. But since we are now up to $5 million of loans, yeah, we got out of debt only to be back into $5 million in debt. And we are going to want to put another signal right about there. And right there. Now we need to put this back in. What I might just do for now, until I figure out something better, is just run this like that. And not worry too much about the crossover. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, we have 218k in the bank. And now we want to set up a depot. It would be nice if I could set up one for that as well. Although, doesn't look like I am likely going to be able to force that down. That should yep, okay. About that. That looks fine. And now we are going to let's double slip that. Can I? No, I can't. We just want to bring this like that. And there we go. We got a depot, which can, of course, service both platforms. And we can't double slip that. It's a little bit too sharp. But yeah, if we could get this over. Unfortunately, it's not going to be likely. No, we're not going to try. We can always build a depot down there. Alright, so on this line, there is going to be a little bit of a slope. And we are going to need the power coming from Askern. Although for now, I just might run this cheaply with a D13. Let's borrow 500,000 and get this line set up. And we are going to go new line. And this is going to be that color. We're going to go from Grays over here to Southgate. And just check that. Lock those in. Get rid of that. This is going to be the TP Grays to Southgate. Although with that said, we have seen that train. So we made 4.61 million profit last year. We didn't spend a whole lot, so other than the 1.16 million in new vehicles. So about $5.7 million of profit roughly. It is August, so maybe we can get most of this repaid. Oh no. Wait a minute. Nope, you should... back to depot. Now you, I need you to Grays to Southgate. And you are going in the proper platform now. Alright about that. Now, do we have anyone wanting to travel up to Southgate? No, we don't. Although it will take some time for that line to see some interest. Alright about that. Now, do we extend this line, or do we just spend the episode repaying our loan? It is the end of August. Can we repay another million or $500,000? Probably not. Now, another problem is we have this here, so we are... what if we... Alright, it is September 1st. How is the fastest that we can get down? Actually? Although with that said, we are going to want to go over the road. So we're not going to want to downslope too much though. Pull that back, and that is interesting. You start the downslope like that. That should be fine. We are going to want to go with that. Although, do we want to bridge the entire distance? Let's let it run. Might pull that back to about there. Interesting. Sure, we can viaduct it. Where are we heading to, though? Heading to Askern. Although we are going to want to come down. Let's borrow 500,000. Sorry about that. I want to bring this to about there. Although, with that said, we might want to plan to have a station here in Askern. It makes no sense to build a line if we do not know where we are going to be bringing the line. Across here, we are going to have to tunnel. And we have bus stops here. What I'm probably going to do, probably have our station here. And then I'll probably tunnel through there. Contour lines. This looks to be the flattest part. Alright, so we are going to want possibly a 4-track. I don't think that I'm going to stop in Askern with one of them. We want 4 tracks, 320. And maybe right here. Maybe a little bit of curvature. Let's put right there. Now, do we want... Should have thought about that. Second street connection. Expensive. We'll leave it for now. Now, with that said, we want this. Sure. Let's force it flat. Although with that said, I kind of want to have a... Yep, like that. And then a crossover like that. We are going to do signals. We don't have the money. We're up to $6 million in loans. All right, so we are currently sitting at 124 meters. $124 is right around here. And yet we are going to be tunneling. So if we stay on the flat, $1.5 million, although I don't really want to stay on the flat. I would like to pop out. See right about there. I don't want an extensive tunnel. Although with this hill, probably not going to be able to avoid it. $1.12 million. Let's borrow it. Alright, well, we got that line. So this is on the right. Oh. Let's double track that. If we were to just connect this up to over here, $9.5 million. It wants to do that. I can bring it down for $1.5 million. Okay. We can definitely get a much better price. Yeah, but this. That significantly increases the price. I want to do an embankment, but not really at that price. Although we will do an embankment to there. 131K. We force it flat, 209K. Because currently we are sitting at 105. And 147. So it wants to build me a bridge there, a bridge there. Let's bring it down. That is a possibility. $109K. We need to line up with that over there. We could do that. 300. So 395. 651. Let's borrow another 500,000 and 140K. I think we saved money overall by building somewhat in straight, shorter sections. Anyway, let's let time tick. How much is it going to cost us to double track this? We are going to want to eventually double track. We'll do that. And so we have $8 million in loans. We've spent a ton on new track. And the rest of this will cost $810K. Yeah, about this. Speed it up. to there. That was 212K. And it is October. Well, let's just build the rest of this. And we will just borrow 500,000 because we are going to be able to. There we go. Alright, so we have Southgate to Askern. Figured it'd cost quite a lot, which is why I probably didn't necessarily do it before now. But we do have a lot of money rolling in, so it's an expense we can afford, and we are going to have to spend it eventually. So it is what it is. Let's put a crossover down here. And if we can, I would like to pay back. No. Crossover there. And we're going to throw a crossover there. Let's do one before the bridge. One there. Let's put one right there. And one right there. Let's repay down to $8 million. And we want to put in the signals. Oh, that would help. We will do it once we have this signaled up. And there. And there. It is December, and we are in the negatives. $10.6 million in construction costs this year. Yeah. There we go. And there. And there. Now I am going to want to one-way signal these. Do I have that as? Yes, those are one-way signal. We are going to want to have this one-way signaled. For reasons. Now, here we have no one waiting. Over here in Grays, we have 5 people for the Grays to Southgate line. Has this line made any money at all? No, it hasn't. Alright about that. What I would like to do is hop aboard this train. And it is January 1st, 1879, where we paid an extra 120K in loan interest. Wow. Alright, well, let's hop aboard and enjoy the ride up to Southgate. Kilometers an hour. No. Train struggling with the hill. 27 kilometers an hour. Not surprising. We might need more power. Go with the Prussian. And there we go, 35 kilometers an hour. Although with that said, the maximum top speed is of course 40 kilometers an hour with this train. looks like we have a few people showing up here. 3 people for Southgate to Grays. Alright, so it made $4.52k. Picked up 3 people, I think? Yep. Alright about that. Do we have anyone else wanting to ride the train? Alright about that. So what we are going to do next, we are going to extend this line. Grays to Southgate. Over here to Askern. And then back over here to Southgate. And we want to lock that and lock that. And we are going to want to make sure to hook this up to the road network. Because reasons. We are also going to want to probably run a road like this. Alright, so oh wow. Yep, let's do it. And we're going to bring this to here. That said, can we bring this under this? What I would like to do instead, I'm not sure why it connected there. We are going to no, that makes this look ugly, so we are not going to do that. To bring it down as much as possible. Really. To there. Are we able to bring this under? We are. First of all, I would like to there. So if the town wants to extend, it can extend out like that. And with that said, are we... Actually, I might be changing this up, but for now... All depends on whether I'm going to quad track this or just... Because I am going to be running eventually an express line Westmalling, Southgate over to maybe Dunwich or Chorleywood. We might as well extend this out a little bit further. What is that there? That's a goods factory. Actually, Now, if I wanted to run an express passengers train right out to Chorleywood, I might even just split it off here and run it this way rather than coming around like this in through Dunwich. Or do we stop at Dunwich? How many other towns are there? There's Northwick, Curtin. I'd probably do Northwich, Chorleywood. And then Southgate here for an express line. Which means I probably do not need the 4 platforms here. I can always remove the 2 platforms, upgrade it later, and just have it run off that way. But that is a future me issue. We are going to first of all that and like that. And now we just want to signal this up. And what is the frequency on our line currently? TP Grays to Southgate, 23 minutes. Yeah, we are going to definitely need more trains on the line. So we had a train just leave here. Let's buy trains. D1/3. 2 of these. Grays to Southgate. Looks like this train is going to come into this platform. And yes. And so that should bring that down to a 11-minute frequency. We have 4 people for Grays to Southgate, 34 people for line to West Malling. Now that said, we want to change this to Grays to Askern. And what I just might do is off screen, I might just connect up the... Nah, for now, we're just going to leave that. I don't really want to spend multiple millions. We have... elevation of 143. This is right about there. How would this run? $2.3 million. I would probably want to come this way. Which means something like that. Last thing I want to do is come right across there. We're going to West Malling. I'd probably cross it over there. But that is going to be definitely some time away. Let's repay $500,000. And where's our train? Train's right there. The other one, as it left with no passengers, but that's not surprising. We have 4 people via Grays, 1 person via Askern. what do we got down here? We got tools and machines. Nice. Let's buy some horse carts. Although with that said, this one is still running the old. How many vehicles? Actually, we were running these, so yeah, we're going to want to replace this out with the horse cart. Replace now, 109k, sure. And let's set that to that line there. Yeah, it could have been a better bridge. Let's ride this train over to Askern. But at this point in time, what I'm probably going to do is take a break here. We will wrap up with the first trip over to Askern. Let's speed it up to speed 2. And maybe, oh, that was speed 3. Maintaining 40 kilometers an hour, although slope incoming. 38, 37, yep, 35, 33. Oh wow. 28, 37. And we are accelerating once again. Final tunnel into Askern. Tunnel coming into a bridge. And Askern Central Station. Anyway, at this point in time, oh, we have people showing up. There are 4 people on board. And you are destination home via Grays Askern. Alright. About that. Or no, you are... Where are you going? You know, the train does stop over there. You're waiting all the way down here for the train. Alright about that. Anyway, we have $1.12 million. We'll repay that off. Down to a loan balance of $6.5 million. What I might do is just run it off screen for a little bit. And just accumulate some money, pay back some of this loan. But we did get the Southgate or Grays over to Askern line set up. And I might just extend that in the next episode over to Dunwich. I really do want to get ships going, ships ramping up again. I'm going to decide exactly what I want to do. There are many possibilities, but at this point in time, I'd like to say thank you for joining me for this episode of Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition. We've had another extension on the European Freeplay Rail Network. Anyway, thank you for watching. My name is Scott Frisbee Gaming, and as always, have a